Hello everyone, welcome back to the garage. It's a pretty momentous day today, pretty awesome, very excited about it. Have some very exciting things to show you. So let's go ahead and get on with it. Now, check this out. This is very super exciting. Look at this. The Ranger is wearing the 48 as an ill-fitting hat. And yes, it's very ill-fitting. Look at that ground clearance. I'm telling you, it's amazing. I love it. Look at how beautiful she is. This is absolutely fantastic. This is what it's all about. I'm so excited about this. Does it fit right? No, not at all. Will it? Absolutely. But look at her. It is looking like what it's going to be. That is amazing. I'm not going to lie to you. If this thing sat like this on the frame like it's supposed to, I would probably leave it. It's amazing. But seriously though, it's not going to stay like that. It's got to drop down about 5 inches. And that's fine. I didn't see it coming, but I saw it coming, if that makes any sense. I knew I was going to have to channel this thing a little bit somewhere. I just didn't know quite how much or where, because all the measuring in the world doesn't really ever prepare you for exactly what you have to do, because subtle changes and the fact that the frame was a little different than I thought. This is why people don't use Ford Rangers for these swaps. I had a Ford Ranger. It was free, so I'm using it for this swap. I think S10 must have a slightly flatter frame, because this one at the cab drops down 5 inches. You'll see, well, right here. There's your problem. Maybe you can see it better if I come over here. There's your problem. There's the floor of the Ranger. There's the floor of the 48. And like I said, not a problem. I'm not at all worried about it. The only thing that's kind of annoying is these floors I put in, gonna have to cut them out. And then I'll put them right back. But still, if I'd known that, I wouldn't have fixed them. At least, not as well. I would have just let it ride and cut out what I needed to cut. But that's neither here nor there. The exciting thing is, look at her. She's beautiful. She's down on the frame. I love it. It's amazing. Yeah, it's going to sit about 2 inches higher by my calculations before I started this than it did stock on the original frame, which I personally am really excited about, because this thing was too low for my personal taste, because I was scraping running board going over the huge speed bumps that they have around here. So the extra couple inches is going to make all the difference. That's what she said. But really excited about this. It just looks amazing. I could not be happier. Look at this. There's where I cut the frame off, and a little bit of the spare tire, but the spare tire still fits, and it's amazing. I get to have a full-size spare, which is awesome. Just look at that. Just look. I really like the way this thing looks in here. This dash is amazing. I did not have to cut very much to clear, shockingly. I mean, you'd think it wouldn't fit at all, but I test fitted this vent, this side vent, and it's going to work. So I don't know if the one on the driver's side will, because I had to cut a little more off over there, and there wasn't as much structure to begin with because of the way the dash and all are over here. But if I don't, so be it. I'll figure something out, because all the ductwork, all of the actual dash ductwork is still intact. I didn't have to cut back that far, so I can figure something out to get air to that side of the cab, or I'll block it off and I still have the center vent, so that's no problem. But luckily, this vent is intact, and as we all know, the passenger is typically the most important person in the car when you're riding around, because, you know, if the passenger's not comfortable, she's not going to ride with you, and that's no fun. So yes, I'm very excited about this. It's going to look amazing. And from what I've seen, crawling underneath it, and we'll do that later, it's just been kind of wet. I don't want to get on the ground right now. Probably going to have to channel it from about here about midway under the front seat to just before or right at about right here on the back seat. Now luckily I only have to channel it about 33.5 inches in the center here, so we're only talking about coming to about right here on the floor. So all this gets to stay the same, which will let my seat stay the same. And since this is already a conglomerated seat setup, I can channel it right underneath the seat and not have to mess with too much of the seat bracketry, which I don't mind doing anyway. I'll cut that up and re-weld it and not even think about it. The only thing it's really going to mess with is the floor here in the back. So it's going to raise up a couple of inches. You'll be flat here. It'll come up and then go back across the frame. And in all honesty, since if you'll notice here, there's already a kick up between the floor and the back seat, it's not really going to affect the back seat placement all that much. And if it does, well, sorry back seat passengers, you'll get over it. So that is my exciting news update for right now. And look at this door. Watch this thing close. Look at this. Oh man, that's nice. That took forever to do. Look at this. There's a ton more cutting, ton more work to do, but oh, she's sitting on the frame, at least partially. It's going to be amazing. I can't wait. Now, good news, part 2. And I don't know if I'm going to have to use this gantry again to pull the body off, to be honest with you. I don't really want to if I don't have to. But I think I could do most of this cutting and carrying on with jack stands and a jack. At least to get it sitting down on the floor. And that'll probably be the next video. I don't know where I am in this one, so we'll see. It may tie into this one. It's hard to say. But next video will be doing some more cutting here on the front, because you can do all, like I said, you can do all the measuring in the world until you actually drop this thing down. You have no idea where stuff's going to land. And this is still super tight. So I need to cut that some more, and that's really not a big deal at all. We'll cut slash hammer the bejesus out of this in, but whatever, call it what it is. Oh, look at her, she's gorgeous. Just look at that. This is what it's all about right here. This moment. There's lots of triumphs, lots of defeats, lots of setbacks, but man, sure, this is the middle of a setback since I have to channel it, but look at this beautiful thing. Look at her, she is gorgeous. Ah, it's gonna be amazing. Okay, so I couldn't help myself. I had to throw a fender on this thing-ish just to see how it's going to look, how it's going to clear. And look at this. Have you ever seen anything quite that sexy? I don't think so. That is amazing. It is amazing. Oh dear God, look at this. No, it's just fantastic. Now I got the fender level, so this is where I was measuring it from before, and it was level before I took it off the car, this part of the fender. And it's basically as level as anything I'm ever going to do is going to need to be. So this is how it'll sit. This is amazing. Look at that placement in the wheel well. Oh, it's perfect. Absolutely perfect. The back will be a little far back, but that's a problem for another day. But I just couldn't stand it. I had to see how it was going to fit. I had to see just how much cutting was going to have to happen, and I am super excited. I mean, look at that. It clears all the major stuff. And like I said, these wing panels I'm going to make removable, so they're not even an issue, really. I mean, they're an issue, but they're not going to come into play too bad. I am so happy about this. It's fantastic. I could not be happier with this. So much less cutting than I thought there was going to be. I'm so happy right now. Just thought I couldn't help it. I had to share that with y'all. I'm so excited. All right.